I remember growing up, meeting my wife out here in Fluvanna County in the 80s, and her family has owned this since 1953, and we have fond memories. Everyone has a good memory of the drive-in, including us. And when it shut its doors in 2011, it was left a big hole in the community. And so conversations occurred. We've continued to receive a lot of community support, and we organized a little team last summer to study the feasibility, and here we are a year later. We're close to opening here in April.
Why do they still matter? Because they're a marvelous place to gather, social, and for fresh air and seeing the movie in your own home.
It's a great memory that everybody gets to share. You know, to come out at nighttime and either sit on the back of your pickup with 2 lawn chairs and an ice cold soda or something and a bag of popcorn and watching the movie. It's just under the stars. It's great. It's great.
I see a lot of people doing this across the United States, and Fort Union deserves to have a place in the rural area where people can come and enjoy a movie.
Well, for this community, it matters a lot because there's not a lot to do out in this rural community. You know, since the Lake Monticello was opened a few decades ago, a lot of businesses have moved around away from this area. So we think this is a perfect fit for the community. Gives a multi-generational activity something to do, and it'll be an anchor business. We believe that'll drive traffic, it'll drive business, and stimulate the Fort Union area. So that's why we think it's important here. Actually, drive-in theaters are making a comeback. We're part of a drive-in association, and we hear of 2 or 3 new builds occurring across the United States. So they're important today because it's part of a simpler time. When I mean, look at, you can see the speakers here. This is how it used to be before phones and before even TV. People would come to the outdoor drive-in theaters. So we want to bring back that nostalgia.
The community, people really want to see it back. And personally, I don't think there's a better venue or better setting for a drive-in than right here.
It's better for to be outside, and it's just something that you don't get to experience in everyday life. So bringing back this drive-in when it was, you know, it's been closed for 15 years. There's people here that came as a you know, when they were young, when it was open, and then when it closed up or whatever, it was a lot of people that were disappointed in that, and me included, you know, and now, you know, and I worked here in the 80s. My oldest daughter worked here in the 90s, and my youngest daughter worked here in the 2000s. So we have a family history of working here, and now we get to actually run the drive-in and show movies. So it's actually great.
All right, thank you.
I used to come here when I was younger as a kid and young adult. Just glad to see it getting open again. Good friend with John and the family, and it's glad to be part of seeing it opening.
Oh, at the drive-in, I'm just doing the audio aesthetics for the parking lot speakers. Okay, well, this drive-in has been here since 1954, and it's a family tradition for this town. I was born and raised not too far from here, and used to go to this drive-in when I was in high school. And I see that Mr. Lamb and others are in collaboration. We're trying to wake up the drive-in since 2011.
So this is the old system for that used to run the movies here at the drive-in. It's the old reel style. You would put the movie in here, and it would re-reel there, and it burned filaments in the back that would light the bulb and show the movie, you know, on the screen. So this is this particular model, according to the data plate, was manufactured in 1927. So this is a fairly old machine. We had 2 of them. So you would have one for the first movie, one for the second movie. These are rectifiers, which I don't know what the rectifier did, but I think it ran the actual projector, kind of thing. So we got old reels there, and back in when this opened in 1953, this was the generator. Back in 1953, they didn't have enough power coming in, right? And this generator boosted the power to run these projectors until Dominion Power got enough current to run the projectors.